All right, y'all. Today we're working on something special. This is going to be a 1997 Lexus LS400. Customer sent the ECU, Immobilizer box, and they sent us two keys. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to read the data from these two keys, program it into the Immobilizer box. That way when the unit goes back, it's plug and play. So I'll come back in a little bit with everything programmed. All right, y'all, this puppy is done. It was a little challenge. It wasn't straight up. Basically, from the sounds of things, calling the customer sounds like maybe about four locksmiths tried to deal with this. So during that process, first two people was the customer itself who owns the car. They had a couple people come out to the house to try to get it programmed. Maybe they tried to go OBD, whatever they tried to do. No success. They called the mechanic, told the car over to the mechanic shop. They called their locksmith guy or two, whatever. No success. They called us up. And then they ended up mailing us this unit. And once I got into it and started trying to read the data and write the data, I realized that the data was corrupted and scrambled. Because on these units, you got to know how to ground the circuits. If you don't read it right, you will mess them up. That's why I always tell people, sometimes the cheapest is not always the best. You're looking for experience. You want to make sure someone has experience doing these, not someone that just started. But anyway, I had to basically rewrite the file, rebuild the file, and then read these key data to put it into the file so everything works. Now, this is programmed, but it's not going to be plug and play yet. Keys are programmed to it, but now this immobilizer unit needs to be synchronized to the ECU. So there needs to be a little marriage going on. And that's it. I'll give them the instructions on how to do that on that end. The garage is going to do it. And that's it. This thing will be back up and running. Just keep in mind, just because someone say they do automotive, you might want to ask that question, how many of these you've done? But if you need my help, give me a call or go to the website, www.acmlocksmithgroup.com. Appreciate y'all for watching.